Playoff fever has immersed South Florida as we are at Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. Tonight, it's the AFC's turn to take center stage as we've got a wild card matchup on tap between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Miami. The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC wildcard game. A nice little gift there to start the ball game as they will begin things at the 40-yard line. Here's Hines. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yards.
And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down. Well executed there on second down, so do you go back to the air on third?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in a long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a second time.
And that is incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
On fourth down, Joseph Charlton on to punt. And this will do the job nicely as that'll be out of bounds just inside the 10-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
And just not much to be had there. 1 yard out to the 10. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
On 2nd and 9, Mahomes. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. shotgun snap to Mahomes. Looking for Kelsey there, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown. And we'll see if that pick six looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. And you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome? But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change.
Santos set to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And this will make it into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. He was taken down by Quentin Dunbar.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And that will be incomplete.
Well, they've moved the ball okay here in these first two drives, but this one's going to get them out to nothing. They've got to start dialing up some plays that allow them to finish drives with points.
On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. So the punt goes for 56 with a decent return of 13. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Larry Ogunjobi there to make the tackle.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They run with Hines. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 12 yards there and a 1st down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
On 1st down, Jones looking left side. Andrews with it complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 11 more yards that go around. A 1st down as well.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
From the gun, Jones. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7. 7 yards, the pickup there.
2nd and 3 at the Chiefs' 35-yard line.
gets 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. This is Hines. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Now Jones. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it'll keep the drive moving.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
He was looking for Michael Pittman that time.
But it's going to be 2nd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. To throw again, Jones. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Andrews. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Brandon, they didn't get everything they wanted out of that play, but the tight end did. And I don't mean it in a positive way. Great job of him holding on after absorbing that big hit.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. From 17 yards out, and the Dolphins are able to grow their lead.
Lining up for the extra point.
Early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you give the defensive touchdown early to give you the first score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, we've had that conversation with prior to the game, they always say, you know, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does.
Taken in the end zone. And Abdullah will not try to bring it out.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And this is their 3rd drive right now. Maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
But I can't go. No, I can't go. And whoa, sometimes I need a check. Not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step. You change your name, how about your respect? Give them more than when I get expected at the back. In fact, you know, I sat down with my accountant. He said I got good news and I got bad news. I said, what's the good news? He said, the good news is you made a lot. I said, what's the bad news? The bad news is you spent more.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now here's Mahomes. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Another incompletion there. That's 5 in a row now to start this game. He's got to take a deep breath now, step back his offensive line, and hope that his play caller dials up something that can give him a completion and get him going.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. He gets it to Brown, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A pickup of 24, and that's where the play began, the 24-yard line.
And a first down, Chiefs.
Mixon with a first down carry. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Mahomes, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. They go play fake. Mahomes. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on 3rd down.
Here's Brett Kern now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
Their own 19-yard line.
1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they had the touchdown during the last drive, and I'm guessing that you like the balance they had on that last drive.
And I loved it. Forget liking it. Absolutely love what they were doing, because to be ahead of a defense that much, where every play call you have, run or pass, is working pretty well for you.
Makes you look like a genius.
It really does. It also lets you know that your preparation was pretty good, and now the defense has to do all the adjusting.
Buying time to his left. He's going to run again.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Now it's Hines. And he is not going to get the 1st down as he'll spot this at about the 28. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
On is the punter Charlton now as he's able to get this one away. Abdullah to return. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense are not set to begin this drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now Joe Mixon, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Credit the tackle to John Franklin Myers. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29, and they will take over at the 29-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety? coming up and making the big-time play.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Jones forced out to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. And he goes out right around the 39. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
A reminder coming up at the half, as we've done all year. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin on the road to Super Bowl 53 in Atlanta. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there forcing a loss on that play.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Jones on third down. Looking for Harry. He airs it out deep. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Here comes Abdullah on the return. Good coverage there. An even 50-yard punt leads to a return of 5. A long field ahead and a 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw, it's Mahomes. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they had incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. If you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down. Here's Brett Kern now as he's on to punt for Kansas City. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Here now Roberts. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You've got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Operating from the gun. Jones. Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. Cortland Sutton was the man he was looking for. And it's third down.
Brings up third down and 7.
Off the play fake. Jones. Over the middle, complete. That's Andrews. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
The 41-yard line.
Jones now on first down. Now they go screen. It's complete. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
Out of bounds at the 33-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up second and 2.
So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half.
50-yard attempt.
From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup as we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And Abdullah will not try to bring it out. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Mahomes going to throw. And he'll air this one deep for Anderson. And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kenny Moore. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
A run there on first down and a pretty good one of 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A gain there of 21 yards.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
On first down, Hines. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 44-yard line.
2nd and 12 now at the 44-yard line.
From the gun, Jones. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 23 yards the pickup there.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Here's Jones on 1st and 10. Flushed out right, and he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
They go option here with Jones.
And the Chiefs D closes in on him again, and they drop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. Operating from the gun, Jones. He'll find Hines out of the backfield. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And I know you can't really see it, but that play spells frustration with a capital F for the guys on defense. They covered everyone else, end up going to the running back out of the backfield, and he picks up a back-breaking 1st down.
A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
3rd and goal.
Now a toss play. It's Hines. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. The tally there, minus 8 yards. Leads to 4th down as well. And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Santos' kick is up and through. And the lead now increases to 20-0. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find one to get you into the end zone and get you 6?
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're in a bit of a bind, a pretty big bind, down 20-0 as they start here on 1st and 10. A nice looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Solid gain of 27. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 48-yard line. They'll run on 1st down. Mixon. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 15 more yards there and quickly another 1st down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that 1st half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Kenny Moore that time there on the coverage.
The passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Mahomes firing complete. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Robbie Anderson there to make the grab. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball out of the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this carries into the end zone. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30.
At their own 30-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that'll bring up a third down.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 5.
1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Dolphins on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be 3rd and 5. From the gun, Jones. He's got a man. It's Sutton. That's complete. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. Now Jones, off play action. A short throw caught by Andrews, and he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side, and he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 26. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Jones throwing on first down. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for them in that situation.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. A rough go there on third down, a loss of 4.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off. But they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
On the return. The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. They're giving those short little routes, tackled him in bounds too. They're just not wanting to get beat over the top.
Yeah, and if you can't really get downfield, take the short routes. But now you got to have guys who can actually break tackles and increase those gains.
And it's complete to Kelsey. And he will have a Chiefs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. But correct me if I'm wrong. You know, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They go play action. Now Mahomes. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked by Kevin Byard. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this 1st down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Andrews. And he is going to have the Dolphins 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. On 1st down, Hines. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 47-yard line.
They run again with Hines, and he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Yeah, boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the 1st down. Close it out.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And that'll kick and go out of bounds just outside the 15 at the 16-yard line.
16-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for...
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's picked by the linebacker, T.J. Watt, and he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 23. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
And this will make it into the end zone. And Abdullah will not try to bring it out.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
And at this point, maybe you say, you know, it was a good effort really just to make the playoffs. They couldn't win their division, but did earn a wild card berth. It does appear, however, that their season is just a few minutes away from ending in one-and-done fashion.
And one of the whistles for a timeout.
Brings up second.
So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. And a wild card win moves them on to the divisional round.
Everyone plays all year long for the right to get into the tournament, as they like to call it. Wild card, divisional, doesn't matter to them. One moves on, one goes home.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. The Dolphins are winners here as we say so long from South Florida.